We got ourselves Anton over in Team 1. It's going to go for a bit of a flight. Is he going first? I mean, that'd be a hell of an entrance, right? We got Archie in the back. We got Vatsa Talarion. Oh, man. I love seeing Talarion, dude. This guy, always arms warrior, always playing weird covenants. We got Holy Moly over here. So I got to figure out, you're not wearing your Mage Tower set. I got to figure out what you do as a survival hunter for that Mage Tower set. Fassel going to be first up over on Team 2, is getting interrupted by that pet. So a second interrupt still available. And Anton, not letting Fassel cast at all, is going to play the Army of the Dead build. So he's playing the pets, is just yoinking Allison in there. Not on purpose or anything. But it's going to be a Tyrant joining the fight. Anton could be in a really bad trouble. Might have to go for AMS here. Fassel got him some wall, trying to get a fear, or just Anton. But I think it was a Ligiborn maybe. Or no, AMS. AMS avoided Fassel, getting critical low in health. Has a port, but doesn't really have much where to go. Trying to see if he can walk away from Anton for a second. Decimated Bolt, trying to stay aggressive. Gonna be the pet stun. Maybe a port, but it looks like Anton is going to slam him down. Didn't give Fassel much of a chance to go anywhere. I feel like so Fassel could maybe do is just kite and run and maybe get a port. But that's about it. That's a tough one. That's a tough call. Allison with a blind. Going in for the big damage. Hodge versus Anton. Good. No trinket. Actually, Anton just got to survive it. Looks like he does sit the stun, but only for a short amount of time. Anton used to do whatever he can to live. And look at the death strikes. Allison tried to see if she can cut him down in half. The Paladin wings. The Tempest verdicts. All of the damage. All that is holy, just searing right through Anton, but the man is still alive. Shield of Venus is getting popped, but Anton is still continuing to play. It's just summoning the boys in here. And Allison's going to have to put herself in a bubble for a little bit of social distancing away from Anton as Anton sacrifices that gold ruthlessly and just summons another one. It's just more lambs for the slaughter, more fodder for the cannon. He don't care. He's just going to throw everything he can versus Allison. And nothing is going to get in his way. Allison just getting cleaved right through. Trinket available. Blessing of protection. But none of this is going to help versus Anton. What he's trying to do. Death cause? Allison is barely alive. Barely surviving. No dampening just yet. Needs more holy power to live. Blessing of protection to at least reduce some of the physical damage that goes through. Still susceptible to interrupts. Still susceptible to grips. Susceptible to quite a lot of damage from Anton. And Anton with the chain of ice and just flesh crafts in Allison's face. Allison can't do nothing but Hand of Freedom and walk up. But if Hand of Freedom isn't up, nothing you can do about it. It is rough. It is tough. Hammer of Justice as Allison continued to play defensively, but at least give himself an opportunity to do something. That's going to be a spell. Oh, actually had himself Blessing of Sanctuary to reduce the stun duration, which is perfect as the pet went for a stun. But Anton had a group to follow, and Allison just was too low at health. Next up is going to be Zuni. Is he still playing the Night Fae? Because versus Anton, that might be difficult. Because that pet can always stun you, and if it's a power, it can interrupt you. Trying to go for a Cyclone, I think, to the Death Knight. Going to be a quick interrupt. And now Azuni knows there's no interrupt to worry about. So just needs to make sure they, again, so the clean Convoke, not letting the Feral go anywhere. As Anton got himself the A-bomb. But the grips are not enough to keep Zuni in place. Trying to land Chain of Ice, get some Death Claws in there, but it's not going anywhere. It looks like Zuni is going to be able to get himself free regrowth. At least Anton has his pet nearby, so if anything, he's in a good place. And looks like he's going to be able to get the boys in here. Stun to Zuni, getting the boys out. The goal is empowered. Zuni's in bad position. He's going to go for a bit of a Barik skin. Into a re-stealth, actually. Using mobility to escape Anton. Got himself the line of sight, but the grip comes out. I think Zuni never even was able to complete that heal. And Zuni might be in big trouble. Got himself soul shape. Again, plenty of mobility, hiding behind line of sight of Anton. Very much playing defensively. Quick maim, Convoke. It's going to be Anton IBFing with a quick interrupt versus Zuni. Zuni needs to go full survival mode. Thorns is up. Maybe can use the Thorns to deal some damage back to Anton. Trying to go for bites, but again, just super deadly for him right now. Gonna be the pet getting another one sacrificed, and Anton's like, all right, goal number 285. He doesn't even give them names anymore. You know, the ghouls all have names like Worm Eater, or I don't know, Face Clawer, or Grave Robber, or whatever, right? They have names of their own. They have lives of their own. And so he's going to be going down to the goal number 285 as Anton just cycles right through them. Normally Death Knights are a little bit, I guess it is a pet. It is just under your control. I guess they do make him explode in order to give him health. So I guess not. I was going to say normally they take care of him, but actually not really. That's That's wrong. Enrage next versus Anton. Needs to use all that fury. Popping on the banner. That's going to be full wreck. Just trying to be as reckless as possible. Just trying to make sure that if Anton goes down, it's going to be both of them going down. Anton again cycling yet another ghoul, sacrificing one without mercy and summoning a fresh one just before he's bidding. Anton got himself massive heal with a death back at the same time. Maybe those battle masters with a death back. Either way, recovered a lot of health. Enrage got no cooldowns defensively, but still got defenses with a grippy hand for Anton and the Chain of Ice, the pet attacking him. Maybe the army that joined the fight. Enrage might have to use some of those defenses. Going to be a rallying cry, borrowing some health, but could put him in a bad spot if he doesn't recover fast enough. The ghouls joined the fight, might have to go for Enrage regeneration. More rage just to heal. It's getting critical low. Reflect is up in case there's a stun or anything out of Anton. And the DK is careful not to use any spells versus Enrage while Reflect is up and is going to be able to hit him with a Pest Stun, Death Hole, and a Calming Shadows, taking him out of there. But now the deadly world boss of Team 2 is out. Athaman himself, equipped with Adaptation, Bubble, Bob, Eye for an Eye, which is actually going to help him a little bit with that physical damage versus Anto. Stunned by the DK, blind. Anto, IMS, as well as a Trinket, just to make sure there's no Hammer of Justice that hits him to follow, but it's still going to be a hard save by Athaman. IBF up very soon for Anto, has a lot of runic power, only 9% dampening. Anto is going to have to use everything he can in order to try to see if he can survive. Going to be that A-bomb joining the fight, trying to slow down Athaman. IBF is going to use barely any health available, and looks like Athaman is going to be able to cleave him down. As soon as Athaman pops off into that Necrolord Covenant, this is where that's his domain. That is where he belongs. They've been trying to make Necrolord work for a bit here, and this is doing wonders for him. Dalaran is going to be up next. Going to be huge Night Fate knockdown with Avatar versus Athaman, as Athaman eats a knockdown three times in a row now. Dalaran is just going to have to deal with the Eye for an Eye. Takes some damage back as he reflects damage back to himself for a bit. But he's got himself plenty of damage, continuing to put pressure versus Atha. It's going to be yet another charge. But Athaman is going to be able to get away as the Hand of Hindrance slowing Dalaran down. Athaman catches on a full flash grab to keep himself afloat. Reflect is out for Dalaran. He's going to definitely have to time this Reflect at a good time versus Atha. Has Disarm, so in case he's waiting for the Hodge, going to hit Athaman with Disarm as the Reflect is about to fall off. Going to be a trick for Dalaran. Use as many defenses as he can. Leap it away from Atha, and it's going to use Soul Shape. I believe this man is running Second Wind. If he can just live for long enough before he takes any damage, starting to get some healing from Second Wind, but looks like Athaman disrupts it. And Athaman has Judgments, he has Recklesses, he has Hammers of Wreck. He has plenty of tools to deal damage, and Dalaran cannot escape Athaman, no matter how far it goes. And Dalaran might just have to charge it. Atha is going to walk by next to the Slime, Kevin Slime, hit her with a quick impending victory, just so he can get himself a little bit of healing. And Dalaran better be looking for a bit of a reset himself one way or another. Parry might have to be used here as the Paladin is next to him. Banner is down. Huge lead for Dalaran. Maybe can leave Athaman with a slow. Athaman is slow, trying to walk and crawl towards Dalaran. Is going to be able to recover the Warrior, making huge gains. Quick Reflect for whatever damage Athaman throws out. Not a Hodge, but Dalaran does recover in health and is back up to business. Gonna be knocked down as Athaman got himself Seraphim blind, immune with a Blaze Storm. Avatar is out for Dalaran. Athaman could be in trouble. Disarm to Atha, doesn't need the weapon in order to do some of his damage. Getting knocked down by the Night Fate. Knockdown Ancient Aftershock, and Dalaran goes down with a good proc of the Gavel. A legendary from the Necrolord Covenant. Tempest Verdict together with a Divine Storm activating all at once. It's just slicing and cleaving right through the Warrior. Even though the Warrior played as well as they could, they did whatever they could in order to try to see if they could survive it. Holy moly, going to be up next. Another Necrolord full flesh cut. Athaman activating Bubble as they see the Death Chakram ripping right into him. Holy moly, popping off cooldowns. Might have to use defenses here in order just to lift some of the damage versus Atha. Is going to activate Survival of the Fittest for a 20% damage reduction. It's probably the biggest defenses the Hunters can get, besides, you know, full immunities. Quick Muzzle as Athaman channeling Fleshcraft, which is going to allow Athaman to get a good portion of that flesh code up and running, but 26% dampening is going to make it a little weaker. Quick Medic Bandage for Holy Moly, as Athaman looking for recovery of his own. And the Survival Hunter is going to have to be very careful, really staying up in melee with Atha, which might not be the best idea here. But it's just standing right next to him. Going to be maybe a trick out of Holy. That is a bit of damage from Atha. Better watch for their health. Maybe Turtle. Oh, and Athaman just getting the proc. Just taking Team 1 apart, dude. If only one of those abilities of that proc combo didn't crit. I think Holy Moly survived, but they were like, you know what? I'm probably going to be okay. I have to wait. I have to chill. I have to hang out. But they couldn't hang. Man, that was rough. That was rough. Big Ellie Blasted Arthur, who does not have a bubble versus Archie. Quick Sunder and Stun missing Arthur, man. But Arthur should be able to, or Archie should be able to get Atherman low enough, hit him with a quick chain harvest, take him out. For Atherman, it's going to be a hell of a match. Maybe he can pick up a Fleshcraft. It's going to have to use. Oh, I was going to have to say, going to have to use that Shield of Vengeance carefully. But he didn't use it there. Yo, Anton came in with them 4 slams in a row. Atherman almost turning it around for his team, but Archie being Archie slams him out of the big chain harvest, dude. Massive crit, Sky Fury Totem rolling, everything ready. Down he goes. Oh my god.